folks, this is a live stream, and we have breaking news. First of all, I did already 2 hours of live streams, and I just deleted it just a few minutes ago, and we were talking about what happened today with supposedly what happened today with Trump. So now we have breaking news, which is more details about this supposed um, a, a supposed possible, whatever scenario they want to call it, of this, possible supposed attempted assassination of Trump. All right. So, so the we have the identity of the guy. Okay, we have a picture of him. Okay, and the only thing we don't have is I haven't seen the picture of his car yet, or the license plate number, or where he's from. That might be good to know where he's from, also. And but before I mention that, just know this. Look, that Trump, when he got his ear clipped, the supposed ear clip that day, when he got his minor scratch that healed perfectly, that the date on that shooting was 7/13, right? But what time was it? Okay, first of all, before I show you that, I was the first one to show you guys that the 713 looks like the word LIE, which is lie, right? If you turned, the letters the opposite way, like kind of LIE. So, but what time did it happen? I've told you guys this, right? The time of that shooting was 6/11. And that's when I'm telling you Washington State is going to get struck, right? On 6/11. And I've already told you guys all this, right? But there's a reason why I'm bringing it up. So the shooting of, the ear clip of Trump that day, the time was 6/11 and 33 seconds exactly, supposedly. And isn't it interesting, because I'm telling you guys that Trump gets his head wound on August 4th. And the 6/11 event is going to be a giant, massive event, the 6/11 event in Washington State. And, I told you guys that on August 4th in 2020, you had that big explosion in Beirut, Lebanon. And I told you I was born in Beirut, Lebanon. And you had the biggest explosion we'd ever seen in real life happen. And it happened on August 4th, which is the day I'm telling you Trump's going to get his head wound. So so kind of they did the opposite events. They did this 6/11. The time was 6/11 when his ear was clipped, and the August 4th was the date of the big explosion. But in reality, it's going to be reversed, because Trump gets his head wound on August 4th, and the 6/11 event is going to be the big explosion, okay, in Washington State. But Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Anyway, so like I said, the day that Trump got his head wound, his ear clipped, the time was 6/11, that day. But check this out. So today, Trump, I guess he was on his golf course, and he there was some supposed shooter that was in the bushes, and I told you Bush equals June in gematria, and June is when I'm telling you this event in Washington State is going to happen on 6/11, and Bush was the president during 9/11, right? And so hold on one second. So we didn't have the guy's name until right now. All right. And this is his name. Let me see if I can just show it to you with this. Well, before I show you the name, let me just show you a picture of the weirdo. he looks like he looks like Bill Nye, the butt slammer guy. It's a weird looking image here. I'm not sure what he really looks like, but he looks like he's in transition, if you know what I'm saying. There's other pictures of him, but I don't want to get away from this image right now. And there's a reason why. Because supposedly he's some kind of Ukraine loyalist or something. I don't know if this is real or not, whatever they're saying. Who cares, But he sent Trump a message back in 2020, okay? And remember, that was when the August 4th event happened in Beirut, Lebanon. And I told you I'm born in there when you had that big explosion. But that year, when Trump was still in office, this guy sent him a letter. And let me show you what he said to him, to Trump, okay? I'm going to try not to get the... Let me see if I can not get... See, I'm trying not to get a certain thing in the image. Where is it? Okay. I and the world hoped... Wait a minute. Hold on, folks. Oh, it says... This is what he wrote. Hold on. See, I'm trying not to get a certain thing in the image. Hold on. Okay, it says, what I and the world hoped that he wrote 2106 instead of 2016. I and the world hoped that the president, Trump, would be different and better. I can't see because the stupid phone, it keeps unfocusing, Anyway, look, he wrote kind of whatever. Just read it for yourself. I can't. My phone is acting up. All right. Anyway, I don't want to even say the words he said right there. But at the end, he says, I will be glad when you're gone. Okay, now let me show you the date, okay, of when he wrote this message. This was to Trump, he wrote it to. Look at the date. Look at that date. 6/11. I mean, can you believe this? And this is the dude's name. Right there. See? Ryan Ruth. RR. Can you believe this? And if everyone on my channel, knows what RR means, first of all, it sounds like they're laughing at us. RRR, But really, RR is this. R is the 18th letter, so 2 R's is 1818. And I told you there was 2 born on Elvis's birthday. Elvis was born on 1/8. So he had 2 of them born that day. He was an identical twin, and his identical twin died at birth. All right? You see what I'm saying? And also, I've explained to you guys how important Elvis's birthday was, the 1/8. And I'll show that in a moment. But you see what I'm saying? Not only does he have the same initials, he looks like one of those transitioners, if you know what I'm saying. And then you have also a 6/11 connection. I'm not sure if this is what they're going to focus on. If this was the only message he wrote to Trump, So I'm just saying, if that's the focus they do, then it is interesting. That's all I'm saying. Because it was 6/11 when he wrote that. Are you guys getting what I'm saying? Do you guys think that that's a big deal? That's all I'm saying. If they do, if the news focuses on that, that is a big deal, right? Hold on. But see, it doesn't make any sense because here he's complaining about Trump sending people to Ukraine or something. I don't know, man. I'm so confused by this story. Like, I'm not sure if he's a Trump supporter or not a Trump supporter. It doesn't even make any sense. I'm confused. You know. But so we'll see if they make a big deal out of this. But in the meantime, let me show you guys why, while we're waiting for more people to get into the chat, if they do. For the people, I'm going to talk about this one more time before I delete it. I'm not delete it, but just to leave it up till I come back tonight. Let me show you why the 1818 is so important to this puzzle. And if somebody starts talking about if they're asked, if someone in the chat comes in late and starts saying, why is he not talking about Trump's thing? Just say he did and he's going to talk about it again. Just let me just show this about why it's so important. Okay, hold on. I just want to see if this is in order here. Give me 1 second here. Hold on, folks. Trying to put all this in order. All right, where are we at here? All right, let me show you guys this, and then we'll get back to that Trump thing in a moment. So we might not get many people in, but I'm just going to go through it one more time, the Trump thing, after I show this. So here we, just real quick, I want to show why 1818 is so important. So, I told you I have two predictions. The Washington State event on June 11th. Get out of all of Washington State, not just Seattle, especially all of the West Side before June 11th. Get the hell out, okay? Now, August 4th is when Trump gets his head wound, most likely in Ohio. Okay, now I'm going to show you the 1818 connections. So just ask yourself, what is the chance of all this? So Elvis, him and his identical twin, the birth of the identical twins were on 18, right? They were both born on 18. 18 and 18 equals 216. And if you say the date backwards like they do in the UK, 8181 is 16-2. And that's my two predictions. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. June 11th is the 162nd day of the year. First of all, you have to ask yourself, what is the chance of that when I didn't know any of this information when I made the two predictions? Because I told you the two predictions came supernaturally. If you've seen my testimony video, you'd know. Okay. All right, now, because everything's about the 162-216. The words identical twins equals 162 forward, 216 backwards. Okay. And that's June 11th, and that's August 4th. And I could show you so much more why this is important, but I'm not going to show it now. But identical twins equals June 11th forward, August 4th backwards. Okay. 162nd day, 216th day. Elvis Aaron Presley, his full name equals 216, which is August 4th, right? But it's also got the same numbers as June 11th, which is 162, 162nd day of the year. Okay. Elvis was born in 1935. 1935 is the only year in prime numbers that equals 216 when you add them up. So 1935 is the only number with prime numbers that equals 216. Another coincidence, right? Because he was born in 1935. Elvis was born in the 16th, Elvis was born in the 20th state and died in the 16th state. So there's your 162 with a crown, because the O is a crown. The letter O or the number 0 is a crown. So 162 with a crown is June 11th with a crown. 216 is August 4th with a crown. Just ask yourself, what is the chance of that? All right? It's not possible. And Elvis, he was born on January 8th, and I told you he needs a crown. So January 8th, and he needs a crown. And January 8th, without the letter O, this is what it equals. But when you put the letter O on it, look what it equals. See? O, January 8th equals 162 forward, 216 backwards. This June 11th and August 4th. You see what I'm saying? Again, impossible coincidences. Who were the first two presidents that were assassinated? 16th president and 20th president. There's that 216, which is August 4th with a crown, the letter O or the number 0, or 162, which is June 11th with a crown. Okay, I'm just asking, what is the chances of all these coincidences that I'm showing? From Elvis's birthday, if you went forward 1,620 days, it lands on Trump's birthday on a leap year. 1620 again, it lands on Trump's birthday, 6/14, which is 3 days after June 11th. But it's still interesting. 1620, 2016, you see what I mean? And speaking of that, Elvis died on 8/16. Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4. If you add the numbers up, it's 1620. Or if you say the date backwards, it'll be 16/8/48 would be 2016. Again, it's perfect. You see what I'm saying? And Elvis, he died on 8/16 at the age of 42. 8/16 on the clock. Military, 8:16 p.m. would be 2016 military time. So the first time you see 8/16 come around would be 8/16. But the next time it comes around, it would be 2016, the military time, at night. You see that? 8/16. And remember, he died at the age of 42, right? And if you were to say the numbers backwards, 1620, like I've been talking about, look, 1620, military time, the hand would be on 4/4, which is the 44, which is the kill number, by the way. 44 equals kill. But look, it's 4:20, the time. 42 with a crown. Elvis died at age 42. You see what I'm saying? And there's your 1620. That's military time. Think about what I'm showing you. How is this possible? And remember that 2016 is 8/16, Elvis's death day, 8/16, 2016. That's why I was showing you 1620, because he died at age 42. And 1620 is 420, 42 with a crown. Military time. Okay? Now, so basically, here's another connection. If you look at the hours, the 16th hour is 4, the 20th hour is 8. That's the day Trump gets his head wound, 8/4, right? And remember, I just explained that Elvis died on 8/16. 8/16 and 8/4 adds up to 16/20/2016. Okay? If you saw earlier what I just showed. And Trump is the 44-45 president, and you know that MLK was killed on 4/4, but it landed on the 4/5 day, because it was a leap year. So four times 4 is 16, 4 times 5 is 20. 2016, 16, 20. You see what I'm saying? And don't forget the halftime show that Elvis halftime show was in 1989. The Elvis halftime show at the Super Bowl, and that was the only time in history that the score was 16-20 when Elvis was the halftime show. Are you looking at that? 16-20-2016. And who were they playing? The 49ers. The Bengals. The Bengals play in Ohio, Cincinnati. Get it? Because that's where Trump gets his head won. And look, 49ers. 4 times 9 is 36. Just like 20 plus 16 is 36. Anyway, and that's my birthday. 4/9. 9/4 is my birthday. September 4th. But anyway, the point is, the only time in Super Bowl history was a score 16-20, 2016, which is June 11th, August 4th with a crown. You see? 162nd day, 216th day. Get it? And it was an Elvis halftime show. The only time that score was that way. And where did the 49ers, who won that Super Bowl, where did they play? Levi's Stadium. The address is 49 also. Okay? Levi's is Elvis. Levi's is Elvis. And who was the winning quarterback for the 49ers? Joe Montana. They called him the comeback kid because Elvis is the comeback. And look, he was born on 6/11. You see what I'm saying? Born 6/11. Because that's when Washington gets struck. And Elvis halftime show. Understand? And when you win the Super Bowl, you win the Vince Lombardi Trophy. The Super Bowl trophy is called the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Vince Lombardi was born on 6/11. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I can only show you guys so much, man. And remember earlier when I was showing, I forget it. I'm not showing anymore. That's enough of that. Yeah, I could show so much more, but I'm going to skip that. I hope you guys got a little bit of a lesson there on that. The reason I came back on again, people are wondering why I came back on so early, is because they just announced the shooter's name, and that's why I came back on. Okay? And I'll come back on again later tonight. Let me just put this away real quick, and then I'm going to talk about what I just talked about a little while ago. All right. Anyway, listen, I don't know. Look, all I know is the only thing I'm 100% about is the dates and this. Okay, I'll tell you what I'm 100% about. I'm 100% that it's going to be on June 11th, the Washington State event. That I'm 100%. August 4th. Hold on. Give me a second. Anyway, the August 4th event is when Trump gets his head wound. I'm like 99% it's going to be in Ohio, but I could be wrong, maybe. But I'm 100% that it's August 4th, the date. All right. So those are my 100%. August 4th, Trump gets his head wound, and Washington State June 11th event is the catastrophic event in Washington State on June 11th. Okay, so that's it. Other than that, I'm not 100% about anything. You know, I'm 100% that Jesus is God. That's actually my number 100% thing. Anyway, so today there was a shooting. Um, I mean, there was a supposed shots fired at Trump, right? While Trump was on a golf course. Hold on. Hold on. And supposedly, like I said, there was a shooting while Trump was on a golf course today. And they supposedly caught the guy. And I, like I said, I just talked about it a little while ago. And the guy, let me show you if I can bring it up here. Let me show you the guy's image here. So here's an image of the dude. So you have that weird looking dude. Like I said, he looks like Bill Nye, the science butt plugger guy. And like I said, he looks like one of those transitioners, if you know what I'm saying. And here's his name. Anyway, so I'll get to what his name is. Well, here's his name. Let me just show you his name real quick. Here's his name. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. Look, Ryan Ruth. There's your RR for 1818, because R is the 18th letter. 1818, which I was just showing you all that stuff. And because Elvis was born on 1/8 and his twin was born on 1/8, 1818. And I told you the same initials is a code that they use in all their unbelievable stories, okay? Just like Richard Ramirez and whatever, you just name it, they use it, okay? I've shown you all the codes that they use, you know? Yeah, he looks familiar, the dude, yeah. Anyway, so he's got the RR in his name. I don't know what this means. I'm going to look it up in a moment after I show this one more time. It says owner at Camp Box Honolulu. I don't even know what that means, but look, right under it, it says, right there, it says owner at Camp Box Honolulu. Is that what you were asking earlier about the Hawaii connection? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, this is the connection. Remember the shooter. Remember I showed you earlier that when Trump got his ear clipped, it was on 7/13, right? When he got his ear scratched, when he got his ear tickled, it was 7/13. And I told you if you turned it backwards, it looked like the letters LIE, right? But look, the time was 6:11 when that shooting happened. To be exact, it was 6:11 and 33 seconds. So there's your 6:11 connection, right? And how does this ear clip connect to that, to the 6:11? Look at this. So this dude sent out a text back in 2020. He sent out a text to Trump saying, while you were my choice in 2016, I and the world hoped that President Trump would be different and better than the candidate, but we all were greatly disappointed, and it seems you are getting worse and devolving. Are you RETARDED? You know, I don't want to say it. Are you RETARDED? I will be glad when you gone. That's how he said it. Yeah. But anyway, look at when he sent this post, folks. Look at this. See, he sent this post to Trump. See? Ryan sent it to @RealDonaldTrump, right? Look at the date. Look at that. Look at that. 6/11/20. Look at that. 6/11. See what I mean? For the people who didn't see it earlier, who just came in, you see what I'm saying? Again, a 6/11. So if they harp on that comment on the news, then you know that that's what it was about. Again, putting the 6/11 into the picture, you know. So wait, who? Secret Service commenting on story. His name is Anthony Googly. I can't even pronounce what. I can't even see it. My phone has went dark on me. It equals 162, huh? Cool. Nice. Someone's saying it was at 2 p.m., 840 minutes into the day. Well, I'm not sure if it was at 2, but it was close to 2, right? They said that the call came in at 1:30, so I'm not sure that one. But anyway, I couldn't really find anything. His name is RWR, Ryan Wesley Ruth. You know, but RR is the connection. Well, actually, the W is the crown. You know, I told you guys that. The O is a crown, the W is a crown, because it looks like a crown, the W. You know. And Washington starts with W. Wesley, West and Presley. It's a mixture of West and Presley. Wesley. Anything else before I end? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was around 1:30, and 130 equals the word Washington. I know that. Yeah, 1-3 looks like the letters EL, right? With the O. 130. You know, like I said, I don't know what time it happened. Once we get the exact time, I'll be able to break that down too, because I have things to say on that one. But we'll see what they focus on, if they make a big deal out of this. Yeah, that's a good one, Jenny. Yeah, the new Secret Service agent, his name is RR. That's right, Ronald Rowe. Yeah. I remember talking about him. Yeah, that's a good one, Violet. Yeah, scripted reality. I heard that also. It was around 2, but I also heard them talk about 1:30 and also 1:40 something. I can't remember now. So I don't, like I said, there's differing times. That's why I'm going to wait to see what the exact, you know, these people, what exact time they use, you know. Yeah, the M can be used like a crown too, because it's the upside down W, right? Oh, someone's saying they are going to release some shocking information about the last attempt. When you say the last attempt, you mean you mean the one that would happen on July 13th? Yeah, exactly, Jessica. Good one. That's a good catch. I can't believe I missed that, because how many times have I talked about that? Only 1,000 times. Ronald Reagan. His name was RWR, Ronald Wilson Reagan. That's right. And back then they were saying he was the 666 guy because his initials had 6 letters in each. Ronald Wilson Reagan all had 6 letters, and he lived at 666 Bel Air he lived at 666 St. Cloud Street in Bel Air. You see that? But they changed the address after everyone was complaining. They changed it to 668. But originally it was 666 St. Cloud Street in Bel Air, or St. Cloud Road. Yeah, exactly. Always using the 3 initials. Because the 3 is the code. I've explained that to you guys. No, his address was 666, not 6662. Did you mistype that? Was that a typo? Yeah, his address was 666. And then they changed it to 668. Yeah. And Ronald Reagan, I told you during the Ronald Reagan shooting, which happened on 3/30, the 33 with a crown. It happened on 3/30. Okay, and and Ronald Reagan. Hold on a second. Yeah, it was a Yeah, it was a typo, right? Anyway, so Ronald Reagan gets shot in the side, like Jesus being pierced, But Ronald Reagan gets shot in the side, but the guy who got shot in the head, in that shooting was James Brady. And they made a whole big deal out of that. Of course, they made a gun law called the Brady Bill. James Brady, listen to this. James Brady, he got his head wound. He survived and then died 33 years later. Remember, it happened on 3/30. 33 years later, he died after he got his head wound, that James Brady. And guess what date he died on? August 4th. 33 years later, he dies on August 4th. The guy who got the head wound, okay? And Ronald Reagan, Ronald sounds like Donald. You understand? And it's the same initials again. What do you mean? Where does it say it happened at 6/11? All you have to do is look it up. Look it up on Wikipedia if you want. It'll tell you that it happened at 6/11. Here you go. There it is right there. See, look, attempted assassination. See, the date, the time. Oops. See? What do you mean? Tony Soprano never died, did he? I don't get what you mean. Did Tony Soprano? He didn't die in The Sopranos. I mean, I've talked about that Tony Soprano, but he had 3 attempts before they actually. You mean before they actually shot him good? You mean? I don't get it. Give me more of an understanding of what you're talking about. I don't remember him dying on that show or anything. Jenny, what do you mean 616 tomorrow? I don't get it. Oh, 916. The 6 upside down, right, is 9. Really? I don't remember any. Is this some kind of Mandela effect? The last episode of The Sopranos, I remember them just sitting at the coffee table at the restaurant, and it ended. I don't remember anything about a shooting. What? Who remembers that Soprano was killed in the show? I don't remember that at all. Where are you guys coming up with that? Oh, okay, all right. So it didn't show that he died. But I don't remember anything about it. I just remember it ended with him sitting at the table with his family. That's all I remember. Yeah, Ryler, that was a great catch that you made. That so Tony Soprano, he got his ear clipped the first time and he wore a bandage. Then the second time, I don't remember what happened the second time. You said there was a second attempt on him. And then the third time they didn't show it, but they implied it, you're saying. That they got him. Oh, he was holding orange juice the first time, huh? Yeah, nice. You guys are on fire. That's some great catches you guys are making in the chat. Like I said, I don't have cable or anything. I can't watch this stuff, but I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. It was the 86th episode, season 6, episode 21. Yeah, that would be 216 backwards. Well, 216 is August 4th, 216. If you said the 21st episode of the 6th season, 216, you know. And by the way, from 6/21 to August 4th is 45 days. Anyway, folks, yeah, Jenny, that's right. The orange juice, good catch. That's right. She had orange juice in that cover of the Super Trump, Super Tramp, Super Trump. Super Tramp had the 9/11, the Twin Towers thing, and there was orange juice, right? Good one. Because Orange Man, get it? Trump is the Orange Man. That's what everyone's implying. Really? Yeah, I never knew that about that final episode of The Sopranos. I don't remember that at all. Because I told you, I really didn't care, you know? Back then, I just used to watch stuff. I didn't really ever pay attention to the, you know what I mean? I never paid attention to the storylines or nothing. I was like, oh yeah, I watch it, it's over, goodbye, you know. I never cared, you know. All I cared about was gambling, you know. That's why I never cared about nothing. Was it just give me my gambling fix, you know. In the Godfather, they show oranges before their assassination attempt on the Godfather. That's right, that too. Man, you guys, I told you guys are on fire. And Trump is the Don, get it? The Don, the Godfather, the Don. And by the way, the name Vito is the exact same as the word twin. Vito Corleone. Vito, V-I-T-O equals the word twin, exactly. In gematria. Yeah, and, oh, that's right. And he had an AK-47. I forgot to mention that. The shooter had an AK-47, and Trump's trying to be the 47, you see? Ridiculous. Another ridiculous connection. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Trump equals 47 backwards. Trump is 88 and backwards is 47. That's right. And if I'm not mistaken, it was 8 months and 8 days from Elvis's birthday today. Let's see if that's correct. So today's date, and from Elvis's birthday, let's see if that's correct. Yeah, it was 8 months, 8 days, see? 8 months, 8 days. And that's from Elvis's birthday, January 8th, to today's date. See? And man, you know what? All of this has the twin connection involved here, because I told you had the twin letters RR, and I told you that's always a code, the same initials code in all these unbelievable stories, if you know what I mean. And Elvis and his identical twin were both born on 1/8, right? Which I showed the whole thing a little while ago. 1818, right? And RR is 1818. And Elvis's backwards birthday, check this out. His backwards birthday is, hold on. Man. Because, there's 365 days in the year, right? So Elvis's backwards birthday is 12/23. Because 8th day of the year leaves 357 days. At 357 days, 12/23 on a regular year, not a leap year. But so 12/23, right, is his reverse, is 12/23 is his backwards date. And look, what would you need to get to 12/23 from 1/8? Yeah, forget it. I totally messed that up. I counted wrong a minute ago. I was about to show you something and I totally messed it up. I was like, what? That doesn't add up, right? So I just wasted like 5 minutes explaining that. I apologize. But anyway, it was 8 months, 8 days, and Trump equals 88 from Elvis's birthday. I don't know what I'm babbling about. Hold on. Michael Corleone's brother got shot in the eye in The Godfather. Oh, that was Mo Green. That's right. Mo Green got shot in the eye. Yeah. Yeah, A and K. A is 1, K is 11, right? 2 months, 2 days since last attempt. Yeah, it was either 2 months, 2 days if you don't add the day, 2 months, 3 days if you add the day. 22, 23 adds up to 45. 2, or 2, 3. Yeah, that's a good one, Jessica. Here, let me just show you this. Wait, I just saw something I can't remember. Man, I was just going to show something I can't remember now. See, the 47 connects to Trump trying to be the 47th president, and it was AK-47. Man, I can't remember what I was going to show now. I forgot, but there was something I was going to say. I forget it. But that Sopranos stuff is really good. Yeah, and I told you, I've shown you that the 84th episode, because Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, right? Guess what the 84th episode is called of the. What was the title of the episode of the 84th episode of Sopranos?
The Second Coming. According to Wikipedia, The Second Coming is the 84th episode of the HBO television series The Sopranos, the 7th episode of the second half of the...
Can you believe that? Unreal. second coming. And in that, I believe that, I'm not sure, but I think that was the episode where they played an Elvis song. I'm not sure. Was that the episode where the guy got shot on the toilet? I can't remember now. There was another episode where the guy got shot on the toilet, and there was something else. And I told you there's so much. I can't remember everything, you know? Folks, you don't understand. I have like over 1,000 pieces of information in my head. I can't remember it. More than 1,000, you know? I'm talking about just connected to Elvis. Probably 10,000. Oh yeah, there you go. And one of the guys who shot Tony Soprano was named Uncle June, and Trump's born in June, and by the way, Uncle equals 88. I mean, Uncle equals 55, which is number Satan, but Uncle Sam equals 88, and Trump is always compared to Uncle Sam. Uncle equals 55, Sam equals 33. That's why it's 55 and 33 is 88. All right, folks. I'll see you guys later tonight at around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. You know, I'll leave this video up. Yeah, I talked about that. Yeah. Same thing with Lucifer. Watch. What date was the last episode of The Sopranos? See that? June 10th. One day before 6/11, right? And look, what was the last episode of Lucifer?
Here is some information about partners till the end.
Look at that.
Desperate to rescue
Season
Lori,
6,
Lucifer and
episode
Cody
10,
confront their kidnapper
6/10.
with guns and wings blazing. Lucifer finally.
That's what I meant, not the date, but 6th season, 10th episode. One more episode. So they're telling you there's only one show left. You know, do you understand? They're telling you the 6/11 show is coming. And remember, and I told you that the last check Elvis wrote was 6/10. And he didn't, you know, whatever, on his checkbook. There was one check that's not written. And then what did they say? Check number 6/11, waiting to be written. Go watch that video. I mean, it's unbelievable the way they say it, too. Look at that. His last check, 6/10. And he says 6/11, just waiting to be written. What in the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, folks, I'll see you guys later. Is there any other information that you guys know about the shooter that you guys want to tell me? I showed the 6/11 connection. I showed the AK-47, Bush's, his RR initials. I don't know where he's from. Do you guys know where he's from? I'm assuming he lives in Florida, but I don't know. It would be amazing if he's from Ohio. That would be another great connection. Oh, yeah, they were saying he's got backpacks. BP. You see that? It's like the twins, 2 backpacks, BP. It's 216 or 16-2, which I was showing earlier with all the twin stuff. Elvis and his twin. See that? 16-2 is PB, or BP, backpack, is 216. BP. Second letter and 16th letter. 216th day of the year is August 4th. And 162nd day of the year is June 11th. And yeah, they've been talking about the like Bible verses connected to it too. Ephesians 6:11. I believe that's the. Is that where it's have the whole armor of God on you? Is that the one? Ephesians 6:11. Yeah, put on the armor of God so that you may be able to stand firm against the wiles of the devil, or something like that. Yeah. Anyway. All right, folks. God bless all of you. I'll see you guys in 4.5 or 5.5 hours. One of those two. 4.5 or 5.5. All right. And this video I'm going to leave up, but the next video I'm going to delete. So you people in the morning are not going to see it. All right. Unless something super important happens, then I'll leave it up. All right. God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. God bless you.